On today's Coffee with Asia, we are talking about email inbox management. And this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. And as an actor, I feel like all of us really need to get pretty decent at managing our inboxes. This is something that I am constantly and continuously working on. There are times when my email inbox blows up and I'm just like, what happened? This is terrible. I have 400 new emails and it can be overwhelming. And then you end up surfing through your emails looking for important emails like, oh gosh, my agent emailed me. I need to actually look at that one. Or, oh my gosh, this is an audition notice for me. I actually need to look at this one. Or, oh, I got a email message. I need to look at this one, right? So you're wasting time scrolling through your inbox, looking for the ones that are important. And it just is a feeling of almost drowning in information. It's just not a good feeling to not have a clean inbox. It is not good. Another reason this is terrible is that you inevitably miss something important. There are times when I have been clearing out my inbox and I found an email from a friend or something that I didn't get back to, or even an acting resource guru member that asked a question or something, or whatever. An important email that I definitely would have addressed if I had seen it, but I missed it because there were too many emails in my inbox. And once it gets past a certain point, you just shut off. You're like, I cannot deal. So I want to help you get to the place where that doesn't happen to you. And so I want to give you 5 tips toward that. And I'm going to start with the most kind of involved one, in my opinion. The first tip is to use folders to keep your inbox clean. Yes, Evan, that chime was another email. Yeah, that was another email coming in. Great. So use folders to keep your inbox clean. I actually learned this in a podcast. I think it was an Amy Porterfield podcast. So shout out to Amy Porterfield if you gave me this tip. I can't even remember at this point. But I'm going to take this wet towel from around my neck. I went for a run this morning. I'm running a half marathon this weekend. Very unprepared, but what can you do? All right, so use folders. So there are 3 folders that I would love for you to set up in your inbox right now. One is immediate action. Okay, that's going to be the name of the first folder. The name of the second folder is going to be your tickler folder. And the name of the third folder is going to be to sort. Okay, so if you're a person who's kind of like me and you have like hundreds of emails in your inbox right now, you're going to want to start to use this method. So any email in your inbox right now that is older than 30 days, you're going to put it into the folder that you just created called to sort. That is where all emails older than 30 days go. Okay, so once you have that done, in your actual inbox should be emails that came in within the last month. Okay, they're 30 days or less old and they're more current, right? The reason we do this is because if an email is older than 30 days old, you may have already dealt with it. Chances are you're probably not going to get to it anytime soon anyway. So getting it out of the immediate view of your inbox and putting it into a separate folder will allow you to kind of go through those emails at your own pace, deal with them if necessary, delete them, whatever, but just get it out of your immediate inbox because let's face it, it's old. You probably missed whatever deadline there was anyway. So just get it out of there, okay? So that's step 1. All emails older than 30 days go in the to sort folder to be dealt with at your convenience, okay? Step 2 is to start to deal with your emails, okay? So as you go through the emails that are less than a month old, if you see any, and this is strategy number 2, if you see any that you can deal with in less than 2 minutes, go ahead and deal with it. And that's what I really want you to implement as you look at your email inbox. don't ever look at your email inbox if you don't have time to deal with some emails. So if you have less than 10 minutes, don't bother looking at your inbox. Like it's just stressful, right? And if your email is clear, that's possible. But if you're looking at your emails and you're dealing with emails, if you can deal with any emails in under 2 minutes, go ahead and do it now. Don't procrastinate. Just do it, get it done, archive it, folder it, delete it, whatever. Just deal with it, okay? If you need to keep an email to deal with it this week. So for example, maybe you got a self-tape request from your agent and you need the instructions to do the self-tape, but you're not going to do that self-tape until tomorrow. File that email in the immediate action folder. Immediate action, and actually my folder has immediate action parentheses this week to kind of remind me that that is things that need to be dealt with this week. That is all emails that I need to reference to do something this week, okay? If you go through and there's an email that you can't deal with in 2 minutes and you need it for a longer term project, like for example, maybe you're working on revamping your actor website and you've got an email from your programmer telling you kind of what he or she needs to complete the project, but you're not going to deal with that for another couple of weeks. Put that into the tickler folder, because that is to kind of tickle your memory about things that you need to be working on that are more long-term projects, okay? So to summarize, we have the immediate action this week folder. That's for emails that you need to deal with before Friday. Actually, my practice is to clear that inbox, to clear that folder every Friday, okay? And if I need to deal with it, I have some time set aside on Friday to do that. And if I don't really need to deal with it, it goes into the tickler folder or whatever, or gets deleted, okay? So really the theme here is actually taking action. It's so easy to just look at emails and leave them there and keep moving. It's so easy to do that. But I really want you to start approaching your inbox as a time to get stuff done, take action, get it clear. The goal is inbox 0 every day. Just get it done. Okay, and that doesn't mean everything is dealt with every day, but at least you know what you're dealing with if you have these folders set up, okay? So that's the immediate action folder. The tickler folder is for longer term project-based emails that you can't delete yet. You still are dealing with them, but probably not this week. And then the to sort folder is everything that's older than 30 days. As you get free time, you can kind of deal with that folder as it comes along. And the other thing that's nice about that is that if something comes up, you know that it's there, right? Like you might have somebody who emailed you 2 months ago be like, hey, just wondering what's up with that thing I emailed you. It's still there. You can look in the to sort folder and get it and deal with it, okay? So step 1, use folders to help keep your inbox clean. Step 2 is the 2-minute rule that I mentioned. Just to recap that one, if there is something that you can deal with in under 2 minutes, do not put it off, do it. Okay, so that's just a basic productivity rule, but it applies very well to dealing with your inbox as well. A lot of times I look at my emails and I'm just like scrolling through. There's things that I could be archiving and deleting, but I don't, because I have to have that mindset as I'm working through it. I have to be very mindful about what I'm doing, and it really helps. My third tip is to consider filtering emails immediately that you don't want to see. There are some emails that you just need for reference. You know, for example, I need something from Sephora this week, right? I need to go get more foundation. It's like the little foundation thing. That's a symbol for foundation, guys. And I get emails from Sephora because I'm part of like their whatever club they have for loyalty, for customer loyalty. But I don't always need something from Sephora. So I've set up my email inbox, and you can do this with Gmail. You can do this with pretty much any email client. I have set up my emails to filter those emails into like a shopping folder, right? So if I'm going to Sephora, I can look at that folder and see, are there any deals that I could use when I go? Or if I'm going to shop online, are there any coupon codes that I need or whatever? But I really don't need to see those on a daily basis. I'm not going to Sephora every day, so I don't want to see those every day. Okay, so Gmail has a promotions tab, and that is fine for some people, I believe. But I find that when I just generically have all those things, I use Apple Mail, first of all. And when I filter everything, sometimes I miss some promotions that I do want to see. There are some businesses that are offering promotions that are timely, and I don't want to miss them. I've had people email me about Acting Resource Guru stuff like, I know this ran out last week, but can you still do this? And I'm like, no, dude. Time's up. So there are some things I don't want to miss. And so I filter emails that I know I don't want to see, and I leave the rest in my inbox. Tip number 4, use a service called Unroll Me. So this, I'm going to actually put the URL in the comments. It's unroll.me, and it's completely changed my life. You can basically decide, so the first step is signing up with your email address. So I have various email accounts, Gmail accounts that I have, used, added over the years. And they will search your inbox and see how many subscriptions you have. So when I first did this with my primary Gmail account, I want to say I had something like 350 email subscriptions. It was crazy. So the first thing you do is you decide whether you want to unsubscribe or you want to have those emails rolled into a digest, or you want to keep those emails coming into your inbox. Okay, so that is the first step. It is completely liberating to be like, unsubscribe. I don't even know what this is, unsubscribe. Or I want to see this every day, but I want to have it all combined into a single email. So definitely check out unroll.me. It is freaking awesome. And tip number 5, one of the things that I think clogs our emails unnecessarily is news. You might be subscribed to CNN or HuffPost or whatever news outlet you listen to, and there can be a lot of articles coming in. And you don't want to not know what's going on with the world, although sometimes it might be better to just turn it off every now and then. But there is a news kind of service that I love called the Skimm, and they summarize into a digest world news, US news, all of the interesting tidbits, plus some funny, entertaining stuff into one digest email, and I get it every morning. You can decide whether you want it in the morning, afternoon, or what's good for you. And so in the morning, I can take a look at one email and kind of know what's going on in the world and read more about what I want to read more about. So that is called the Skimm. And I'm also going to share a link to grab that in the comments. For tip 5. So yeah, those two things are freaking awesome, and really help me with my email inbox management. Okay, so let's review the 5 tips that we talked about. Tip 1 is to use folders to keep your email inbox clean. You're gonna have a folder for immediate action, things you're gonna do this week. You're gonna have a folder for tickler items that you need for future projects, and you're gonna have a folder called to sort, where you throw in all your old emails and just kind of sort them at your convenience. Tip number 2 is to filter emails immediately that you don't need to see right away. You just need for reference. Tip number 3 is to use the 2-minute rule and deal with emails immediately if you can in under 2 minutes. Tip number 4 is to use unroll.me to unsubscribe from stuff you don't need and to digest the things you want to see. And tip number 5 is to get your news from the Skimm instead of getting it from all sorts of different outlets, and then you can read more about what you want to read more about. Cool. All right, so I hope that helps, and I will see you next week for the next Coffee with Asia.